Well, hello everybody, and welcome to the Cup TV, part of the Currently Unnamed Podcast Network. We put the real and the tea in reality, and you can always come here first to quench your thirst. And it's eviction night, motherfuckers. Welcome aboard.
17 down to 16.
About pop culture, and I'm also very, very happy with the outcome of this week's episode, this week's mess. Thank you, House. Thank you so much. Every good season starts with an alpha bro going home, and that's just the way it is. I'm also currently finishing off a bottle of water, but if it wasn't in a bottle, it would be in my cup mug.
Mine's in my dishwasher.
In the dishwasher. And you and yours can get your cup mug, dishwasher safe, at laundrycreations.etsy.com. That link is in the description down below. It'll be on the ticker shortly. We do ship domestically here in North America, and we also ship internationally, so there are no excuses unless you, you live in Brazil, in which case there's shipping delays.
Yeah. Literally like the one place at this point.
Truly.
Well, hello. My name is Jack. I am the resident game designer of the panel, and do not come for the king, because if you do, I will be crying in a corner for like 10 minutes, and like I just need time to recover.
It's true.
Esme's done it, and it's very true.
Have I? I don't remember what I do in games.
I mean, probably not directly to crying, but you have probably come from me before. Let's be real. The odds are there.
Countless times. It's a fun time, really. Coming for Jack.
And if you haven't been attacked by me in a game, are you really living? Are you really playing if you haven't had me target you?
Yeah, Nathan. You know who you are.
Don't bring that man. And that's my time. Goodbye.
Nathan's a trigger word for Esme. We cannot say that word right now.
My personal favorite, my favorite thing I've seen on TikTok in the past year is Esme's post-eviction video that she posted after she lost Fighting Flight to the tune of I Dreamed a Dream from Les Mis. It was delightful.
Yeah. It was truly delightful. And anyways, hello, I'm Esme, your local ex-brother covering this season of Big Brother for the most part. I missed yesterday. But yeah.
Yeah.
Do a little shimmy.
Hey.
Oh, I'm drinking air.
We should all be so thin. So yeah, we're coming off the heels of a crazy week at Big Brother. I mean, it's week 1, so we do expect that, but it's our first eviction of the summer, so awesome. And we got some drama. We finally got the whole situation cleared up that Jimmy was not being a hot mess in the house, so thank you very much for letting the Facebook girlies know that. And yeah, so before we continue, though, make sure you go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. We're going to be here 4 days a week, boom schedule, talking about Big Brother. Normally, this is Logan's slot, but he is taking some time off, so he'll be back next week, I believe. And then you got me for Manic Monday on Monday. You have Jack for Waffle Wednesdays on Wednesday, and you have Lana normally on Saturdays for Saturday Noms. And yeah, so that's going to be all of our coverage for Big Brother. But 4 times a week, we're going live, and we're going to be here to talk about everything with you guys. So,
and I'm here whenever the fuck I feel like it.
As you should be, bitch.
As you should be.
So coming into this week, coming into this episode, our final nominees were Zay, Amy, and Kelly, after Kelly once again voluntold Vince to put her on the block. So, I mean, hey, crazier things have happened. You know, you never know.
Crazier things have happened. Telling him to nominate you at both instances is wild behavior.
I'm here for it, though.
Especially when there were better options.
Of course, there were better options. Keanu.
Yes.
But so coming into this section, though, we do have a lot going on. We had some fun drama last night and this morning. We open up the episode with the fallout from the veto meeting. We get to see Jimmy and Keanu hash it out, where Keanu gets confirmation from Vince that Jimmy never really said his name, more of help Vince check out all of his options after Ashley won the veto.
Mhm.
And yeah, that's exactly what happened. So thank you, Big Brother, for actually showing that.
And
Did
it's also
they?
interesting because it's
Like, they implied that maybe it wasn't fully Jimmy saying it, but the way they phrased the conversation still only basically showed the parts where Jimmy was like, yeah, you should probably also look at Keanu. Like, Jimmy was still pushing Keanu. So, they like half vindicated him of, there was a little doubt.
I mean, Jimmy didn't just go up to Vince and say, put Keanu up, get him up, you got to get him up, put him up,
Fair.
get him up. That's not what happened. It wasn't Ika
It was a
going up to
suggestion, it wasn't
Cindy
like
and telling her to put up Netta in the double, right?
Mhm.
It was very much that could be an option. Maybe that's an option.
Have you thought about this?
Have you thought about this? And seeing that in the moment, at least they showed that Jimmy isn't just being mess the entire week. So I appreciated that.
Mhm.
Esme, how you feeling about that?
I'm okay with it. I'm liking it. I also find it interesting because that they did show that like Keanu never fully called Jimmy a snake. They said he was I guess that was last episode, but that he was like the head of the snake. Anyways, yeah, that's how I'm feeling about it. Sorry.
Jack?
I mean, I think they're both not playing. They're both being a little much. We also see various other moments where Jimmy is like,
Okay.
maybe it's week one and you shouldn't be doing all this.
Jack, I'm going to stop you right there, okay? Do we have a what the fuck Jimmy button?
No, because it isn't made yet.
Do we have a what the fuck Keanu button?
We do.
Yes, because it's made. I
Jimmy
will change that button to what the fuck Jimmy if we need it.
Okay, if we need it, but we haven't needed it yet. We have needed a what the fuck Keanu button.
We also might
That's
need a what
fair.
the fuck Kelly button.
Okay, no. I think what the fuck Kelly is kind of just like the general idea of Kelly being cast on this season. So I don't think we needed the button. Just note that if we're talking about Kelly, there's probably a little bit of what the fuck involved. So we
That's what her aura is.
So we then get Keanu. How big's the hat today, Esme, by the way?
I haven't posted it today, but I'm gonna have to add legs to her now because it's bigger than the photo. I have to add legs to Ava now.
I'm here for it.
I fully thought for a moment you said you were going to add legs to the hat, and I was like, why? What?
Well, maybe I will, just for Jack. There'll be.
God damn it! Great.
Yeah.
I also don't think we have an Ava hat update from the best.
We'll get that when we have the pictures ready to go. But yeah, so we then get this conversation between Keanu and Jimmy where Keanu kind of backs down and is like, yeah, I was told something that wasn't really true, and that's why I said that. And Jimmy clarified that no, that's not what he said. And they patched it up, but Jimmy's like, yeah, I'm still coming after this man, and I still want him out of the house. And can't blame you.
Mm-hmm.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was just the right call overall.
But I don't care. Get him out.
So after that occurs, we then get a segment in the HOH room where Zay has decided that it is time to make an alliance to keep himself safe this week. And I present you quite possibly one of the worst alliance names, maybe since Faute. I present to you the Burger Boys. That name is so bad. I am so
As a
sorry.
Bob's Burgers fan, I'm offended.
As you should be. So the Burger
Because
Boys,
they couldn't use Five Guys.
Yeah. So the Burger Boys includes Zay, Zach, your HOH Vince, Riley, and Will. So happy that this is something that we were shown on the show.
Yeah.
They can't giving the Facebook girlies a group to complain about not being successful every year, can they?
Literally, like, almost half of this group is already in the bond, which they already showed. And then, like, there's so many other parts of this group that are in other places that we didn't really need to see this.
Any of Ava and Will, which has been an interesting dynamic, at least on the live feeds, that we haven't really gotten on the show. Mm-hmm. That's just one off of the top of my head. Also, we haven't really gotten Will saying. Will has mentioned that he's wanted to work with Morgan and Mickey, and that hasn't really been seen on the show either.
Haven't seen Mickey, haven't seen Will, haven't seen Ava really. We've seen a couple people, seen him a couple times, but on the whole, not much.
Have we seen Catherine?
Catherine? Only as an object of Riley's affection. Only that. Which
have we'll talk about Lauren?
Only as an object of Zach's affection.
Yeah, like, have we seen... We've seen Adrian fight with the laundry machine.
Do we need that? Do we need a 5-minute segment of him not knowing how to wash clothes?
I mean, work diva. Jobless behavior. Vince behavior.
That's Vinny. That's not Vince. Wrong V. Sorry.
I mean, they can both be doing their...
Sorry to all the
beside the point. So we get this alliance made. Seems like all the guys are like in for it. Basically, you made an alliance of all the gym bros plus Will, so it doesn't look like it's just an alliance of the gym bros. I'm bored. Why does this need to be a thing that happens every year?
But it's not all of the gym bros. Specifically, Keanu is left out.
Good.
God.
For them, for their games, great choice. I no notes. Good job, boys.
I unfortunately feel like they may create another 5-person alliance replacing Zay with Keanu.
Don't put that in the universe, Jack. You better knock on wood right now.
And when Keanu wins HOH and doesn't put any of the guys, then what?
I don't know, but the fact that Keanu is like here still is weird to me. But here we are.
He couldn't have gone home. Brooke, when was he supposed to go home? He wasn't on the block.
He should have been
only that.
I blame Vince for this.
He really should have been.
He has been playing like a hot damn mess this entire week. I want his ass out. But beside the point,
I find him entertaining because he's a hot damn mess. I want some of the more boring people out. Sorry. God. Sue me.
Well, speaking of boring, we then cut to the fun part, which then goes into the boring part. So all of the girls, essentially, other than Kelly, are plotting that if they have the opportunity and Zay is still on the block, they are evicting Zay. And they don't care. It makes the most sense for all of their games. Get an alpha bro out of the house. It strengthens all the women's positions. Jimmy's on board with this too because he wanted an alpha bro out as well. And we start seeing the tone shift in the house. Because it originally seemed like if Kelly was on the block on eviction night, she was going home. That was the energy it's been most of the week since the veto meeting on, Monday?
Basically.
But then the tides started turning and Zay's name started coming out of more and more people's mouths. And Zay figured it out. Zay clocked it. And he... was talking to Keanu, choices, and Rachel comes over to try to have a conversation, and Zay basically tells her, in no uncertain terms, that if I stay and I win HOH next week, which I want to and I'm gunning for it, I'm going to be putting up people who voted for me. And I know that you're going to be voting for me to go home if I'm on the block because you want to keep Amy safe.
So I'm basically just telling her, yeah, you're going up.
Basically, you just told a former Big Brother winner to her face in week 1 while you are on the block that you are putting her on the block next week if you're still here. You are an idiot.
On the block,
IDOT.
post veto, with most of the house against you at that point.
Better hope he wins the BB Blockbuster. Mm.
Yeah, I mean, move.
Yeah, it was real interesting, I must say.
And he was like, I was shocked that Rachel was like calling him out on it.
And Rachel clocked it real fast. She's like, she basically just told me I'm going on the block. And I must say, what the fuck, Keanu didn't actually say anything. He just kind of let them talk for once. So Keanu, you have officially moved up from a 0 to a 1 on my gameplay scale. Congratulations. But essentially, Rachel told Zay in no uncertain terms, well, I wouldn't, but she said, and I quote, be careful when you come after the queen, you're gonna get beheaded.
Mm-hmm.
Which
I missed you, Rachel.
Work.
That's a mother. That's mother right there.
And then he tries to have an argument with her while he's on the little skybox and she's on the staircase. And Rachel's like, if you're going to come for me when I'm in a gown. And I didn't really get that, but sure, Queen. I'll give you that one.
I assume her final two, her finale night is a gown. And probably. I think that's what she's implying.
Probably. She'll look great no matter what she wears. So we get all of this drama, and then we go to the BB Blockbuster. Now, for those of you who watched last season and you saw the BB Blockbuster that Chelsea won, pretty similar in terms of execution. There were words on the screen that were scrambled, and they had to unscramble the words, and then the chaos would slow down as things went on. Now, coming into this Blockbuster, like we've established, last year at the arena, it was always rather equitable other than the 1 week in the arena. We never really saw a ton of competitions that were leaning towards anybody in particular. And I'm happy to say that is still the case this week because the winner of the BB Blockbuster is Kelly. Yay!
I was fine with either Kelly or Amy winning. I just didn't want Zay to win.
Here's my thing. I did want Zay to win, and I want to explain it clearly.
Yes.
Because it wasn't for Zay it wasn't because I wanted Zay safe. What I wanted was, one, for a generally close vote of Kelly-Amy, where Kelly still goes for making a horrendous move. But then, two, Rachel has a shot to directly throw Zay out of the house, which would have been glorious for her to be like, yeah, and I'm gonna walk over you for an entire week. Enjoy that.
My only fear was, what if Zay does end up winning the next HOH? And then
if that would have happened, I would have been inconsolable. I would have been like, well, I asked for this.
Okay, we also know how this is going to work. This is Big Brother. They are not letting Rachel Riley go home in week 2. It is not happening. There is 0 chance that Rachel Riley will be going home at minimum until the week before the jury starts. So I'm not worried about that. And also, she's in a good spot.
Let's put a pin in that. See what happens in week 3. No, I'm kidding.
Cut 2. Yeah, Kelly wins the Blockbuster. We then go to commercial, come back, and Kelly was being Kelly while the strategy was unfurling. I get it's emotional. I get there was part of you that was worried that if you lost the comp, there was a chance you were going home. If they won, especially, she would have went home. But you're still here, and you're safe, and you are now talking over any little bit of the strategy that we could possibly hear by talking to the cameras during a live show.
Yeah.
Are you really going to teach these people about Big Brother etiquette?
No.
Rachel, you're a returnee. This is your job. Teach them about etiquette. I don't want none of that camera talky. None of that. Okay, I got enough of that from Brittany on Big Brother 23. Okay. But the house does a Kelly chant during the as the vote's about to start. And then we cut to the vote. So during this vote, was there any time where somebody voted for someone you're like, oh,
yes.
There was one for me.
There wasn't really one for me. I was just like, oh, okay.
Was it Riley?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was kind of taken aback by that. Not in the way of like, oh my God, what the hell? Like I was when Mackenzie voted for Joseph last year over chemo.
Mm-hmm.
But like in that sense of we thought Riley was voting with the boys because he is in the boys. But I mean, I guess what he told the Catherine's pretty accurate. I guess he is going to function as Catherine's extra vote for the time being. So I will take it.
Yeah.
I hope we do get an explanation for that in the Sunday episode, because
Even if
that's
it's just
the
as
only.
simple as he knew his vote didn't matter, so he just voted with the majority.
But his vote almost did matter. If that happens, it's 8-6, and if one person decides to flip for any reason, it's a tie, and Vince actively sends Amy home.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it definitely could have mattered. So, I mean, I'd love to hear from Riley why. I think there was something maybe during the strategy portion where Riley said, I have to keep my word or something similar. I do not quote me on this.
Well, interestingly, though, Will did tell Rachel that everything's good. Everything's going to be fine. And then he voted to evict Amy and not Zay. And I honestly think, you know what's going to end up happening? I think Rachel's going to think that Riley voted to evict Kelly or Amy and that Will voted to evict Zay. And I honestly think Will is going to be able to get through this one pretty scot-free. So I can't blame you for that one, Will. You ate.
Or it was, we didn't fully hear the whole thing, and he was like, he could have just known that she was going and just wanted, and still was voting against her, or was know that she was training her. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But that could have been like the conversation that Will and Rachel had as well, is what I was saying there, was that like he could have been like, you're good, like she's not going.
So we then cut to the vote, and by a vote of 9-5, Zay, you have been evicted from the Big Brother house.
Yeah.
When you get beheaded, I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, no, she said what was going to happen, and then it happened. Like,
I cannot believe I'm making this banner real quick, but quick pause. What the fuck, Zach? You have known this guy for a damn week. It has been 9 damn days. Not even a full 9 days, mind you. It's been just under 9 days.
Yeah.
And you're sobbing.
Yeah.
Are you sure you're straight, my sir? My good sir?
Okay, come on.
No, not in the, gay people cry thing, as in the, did you love this man?
I know what you meant.
Are you into this
man?
Like, that's the way I look at it, because wrong button.
Wrong what the fuck.
Wrong button. There you go. Because I don't think I have ever seen that much emotion in a week 1 eviction before.
We saw more emotion before nominations from Amy.
You're not wrong, but I also question how much of that was real. So, I mean, to be fair, I think there's a good chance that Zach just got taken aback and wasn't expecting that outcome. But even then, you have.
All he saw when he looked at Amy was Angela's face sitting on that couch and still being in the game.
No.
Oh my God. No. No.
You shouldn't have ate my charcuterie board. But we have officially eclipsed the curse of the saboteur, accomplice, whatever we're calling them, not going home in week 1. Yay!
Yay!
Which I did neglect to mention. The mastermind made a lovely trip into the house.
They did something
overnight.
I don't know what they did.
Just kind of
behind a picture in the living room and tweaked with it, put the picture back, and then like all the house guests while they're asleep.
Imagine waking up and seeing that though.
Just kind of stood in a corner like a fool up.
You know, local visit from the Hat Man.
Yeah, just the random man in the corner. That had to have been pre-recorded, right? Or like while they were in isolation or something, because there's no way they would actually risk a player waking up and seeing a random man in the house and having to get him up and through the door as quickly as possible. There's no way that's happening unintentionally.
It was odd, but at the end of the day, it's Big Brother, it's camp.
Yeah.
I would have screamed if I saw, and then everybody in the room I was in would have woken up.
So this is also the first time
like,
I believe.
Why is Keanu standing over there? Why is he lurking again?
What the fuck, Keanu? So this is also, I believe, the first time since Kylan's eviction where Julie had to tell the house that the person that got evicted needed to get out.
Yeah,
because they were group hugging.
Yeah, they were group hugging,
which is like at least a better reason because it was like
Tomorrow, a quote from one Miss Stacey Powell: "Keep that hug, boop, because it isn't real." But yeah, so Zay walks out the door. We get a lovely little moment where he finds out that Amy was the accomplice, and then he clocked production and said, "Well, I mean, I guess her and Rachel kind of feel like similar archetypes, casting types. So I guess if you were going to lose somebody, it made sense to lose somebody who was similar to Rachel." Clocked him so hard.
But how come nobody in the house clocked that?
That's a good question.
Mind you, he only clocked it because he saw the picture. He would. Now let's wake that tea up. I don't think he would have come to terms with it if it wasn't for them saying it was, or he would come to that conclusion if it wasn't for them saying that it was Amy.
I don't think anyone honestly suspected Amy at all.
Well, she got 0 votes and was never a name that really came up during that whole discussion.
Yeah. So what can you do ultimately? I genuinely can't see a reason why the accomplice even matters anymore. Like, it's just going to be one of those things where it's like, oh yeah, remember week 1 when there was an accomplice? It was this person.
Right.
I will also say Zay did manage to get one little chuckle out of me on his way out the door, saying to Julie, I mean, a lot of people can say that they've won Big Brother, but how many people can say they've went home in 17th?
Luke.
Yeah, it's like...
who went home? Jace.
Yeah, it's like your options are Jace and Luke and Cameron, which are all very questionable choices.
Cameron's not that bad.
Cameron isn't that bad.
That
Cameron is the
Big
best.
Brother 19 Cameron. I like Big Brother 19 Cameron. We are not saying that I also like shout out to my dogs from the crib Cam. I like him too.
Yes.
But the Cameron I'm thinking of, not a fan of him.
What about Cameron
not
Diaz?
Somehow America's favorite player, Cameron.
Not somehow a castmate on Big Brother Reindeer Games, Cameron.
Not zombie Cameron.
Yeah.
That twist. Beside the point though. So we are officially done with week 1. We get no preview for week 2, no HOH anything. Obviously, that's the one thing I hate about this damn twist about the Blockbuster. We're never getting a live HOH ever again.
No,
Shame.
not until it's gone.
Not until it ends out of the season. Julie did say in an interview that the reason they implemented it was because House were coming to unanimous decisions and it was getting a little stale.
Real.
And I can confirm that after tonight, this season officially has more non-correct votes after week 1 than Big Brother 25.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is bad.
Of course
it's
it is.
real bad.
Real bad. So we do lose Zay here. Which for a quick update to the draft, nothing changes. None of us drafted the
Sorry to the
man.
audience. Y'all
R.I.P. Team the Cup. This would have been Team Brandon if Brandon actually,
we actually don't know because
True. I would have been stuck with this man probably. I think Adrian would have went before him in the draft.
Yeah, so be glad that
Brandon
didn't, because he would have been down one person. So just think about that.
I'm just happy that I have Mother Ashley and Hot Mess Express Kelly on my team. So yeah, coming out of this week, we are going into an interesting HOH next week. So that does conclude our eviction coverage, but I do have some questions for our panelists here. So, perfect world, who's winning the HOH this week for you?
Ooh. I kind of want to see what Will would do with an HOH. Because he's very much straddling a lot of lines right now. So having to make him actually decide what he wants to do would be rather interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I don't personally want that because I'm worried that he'd keep the guy safe.
I agree.
Yeah. That's fair.
Like some combination of like a Catherine Lauren and like on the block.
It would be like Catherine Lauren Kelly or Catherine Lauren Amy. And then
I don't think Amy, but like maybe Amy, but like a Catherine Lauren something. I think it'd be Catherine and Lauren.
Mm-hmm. It'd be like Catherine Lauren, maybe Ashley,
or maybe Jimmy.
Yeah, I can see Jimmy getting a target here because of that.
Esme, who do you want to win HOH Perfect World?
In my perfect world, I have the perfect world of I just want my hat Chaos Queen Ava to win, just again to see what the fuck she would do and nominate solely based on auras.
Personally, perfect world for me, if I'm going for maximum chaos, I need the Devin Shepard Flame Out Week 2 HOH. So I want Kiana to win HOH.
That's fair. That is very fair.
For entertainment value purposes, for gameplay purposes, anyone that voted out Zay tonight win HOH, and I'm happy.
I think for
except maybe
gameplay
Riley.
purposes,
I'd rather it not be Riley.
I think for gameplay purposes, I would like to see like maybe like a Mickey or a Morgan HOH.
I honestly think I think Rachel winning HOH would be fine. I think
the person winning it would be fine.
I think Mickey and Morgan should not win HOH because they're not on anyone's targets on anybody's radar right now, and they should keep it that way.
Yeah.
If you had to guess, who are the three people that you're thinking are most likely to go up on the block this week?
Kelly, Keanu, and X. And I say X as in I don't care who the third person is, Kelly and Keanu. I think if anyone on the side of the house that evicted Zay wins, Keanu is going on the block. I think that Kelly is just an easy pawn because, she's already made herself a pawn. So it makes sense to just keep her in that position. And then at that point, I could see it being Adrian. I could see it being Zach.
Riley
I
or
don't
Will.
think it's going to be Will. I don't think they're going to put up Will because I think they might think that he's still with them. I will say Will is playing a very good game right now in terms of his positioning in the house is insanely good. He's also somehow number one on Jokers right now above Rachel, which is wild.
Interesting. Yeah.
Yeah. So in case anyone is curious what our current Houseguest rankings are on Jokers, number one is Will, number two is Rachel, number three is Lauren. Who do you guys think is at the bottom, dead last?
Is it Keanu?
No.
Oh.
You got to remember the casuals found out about Jokers a couple years ago, so it's a bit of a mixed bag nowadays.
That's fair.
Yeah, so number 17 on Jokers, Kelly.
Fair.
Yeah. So your bottom three on Jokers from bottom up is Kelly, Riley, and Ashley. Ashley is only there because this edit freaking buried her yesterday. It has been confirmed by multiple people in the house that they don't have a set time for the veto meeting, and it's whenever production calls the HOH down. So they just did it while Ashley was in the shower just to have this moment happen again. Production, you're rotted for that.
Nasty.
That's horrendous.
I love you, Ashley. You're winning the season. week one target to winning the show. It's happened a few times now. Taylor Hale, Ian Taylor, Steve. Yeah, so we are about to see what's going to happen next. So as soon as we find out about the HOH and stuff, when the feeds come back, you guys are going to see it first on Saturday with Lana talking about our nominees and guests, of course. So that's going to be happening on Saturday. Time to be confirmed, probably earlier in the day than this episode, we hope. But thank you guys so much for joining us tonight with this eviction coverage. Let us know in the comments down below or in the chat right now. Who did you want to go home, and who do you think is in trouble next week, and why is it Keanu? Why is the answer to both of those questions Keanu? Let us know down below because we do love hearing from you guys. We are on a mission to get 1,000 subscribers across all our channels this year. So please help us on that journey. Hit that red button and be here for the rest of our coverage for the rest of the season. So yeah. Follow us on. I never put up the banner. That's so sad. Or did I put up the banner? I never did. Oh well. Follow us on socials. Now scrolling below. And we appreciate everybody for joining us. So we will see you guys next time. And from way outside the Big Brother house, we've been the Cup. Love only yourself. No one else. Just you. Terrible morning.